Well, this is almost like the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Except we're going to get a different result. But I'm going to be really good at doing this. Really good. So I've cut back on the poundage on the glass. I've got the mold all prepared, been clayed, PVA'd, and ready to go. Set this aside. I'll get this up here. Yeah, I've got this down to just about to a science. I'm going to be out of Mylar here shortly, though. I have to buy another batch of it. There's no way really to clean it off. Hey, Daniel. Yo! All right. We're using a different resin and a different schedule of glass. I really didn't want to use this stuff because it's so expensive. But I got to. Okay, so we want to go with 100 grams and see where it ends up. And 200 grams if it, because the mix on this is way different. Not by drops, it's by grams. Okay, so it's 70 grams per 2 ounces. I think we probably could do it. 99, 100. 100 is, yeah, 3.5 ounces. So, and then when I put this stuff in it, and that mix is 25, I think. I had it written on the can. Maybe it's 15%. Where the hell did it go? Maybe it's on this can. Oh, yeah, it's on this can. 24 parts per 100. So we need about 26 grams. $26 grams and we're ready to go. Well, Lyle, I probably couldn't find you. Post it in the the section on the forum, and I'll change your profile. I remember it, but I probably couldn't find it because you didn't use your, there's a username debacle. Okay, 25 grams. Just, Yeah, we went a little hot there. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. Yep, I just about got this down to a science. Need a screwdriver. Okay, I'll change it as soon as this video's over. If I can't find you, I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can do. 100 might be too much. A 100 might be too much. But we got longer working time with this. I think I got longer than 12 minutes. That other shit sets up instantaneous. Now this is epoxy. The other stuff was resin. This stuff is way stronger than the other stuff. I'm not too big a pressed time to get this stuff down like I was the other stuff. Not supposed to get it on your hands, but shit, I'm a mechanic. I've had all kind of crap on my hands. Can't use them gloves because shit sticks to them. Now this will be a short video because once this is laid up, we'll have to wait for it to dry, cure, or whatever you want to call it. But I will have a wing come tomorrow that's going to be the final blow. I got to get that out of there. There we go. There it is. Okay. They got it all saturated really well. See, the trick is you want to have whatever the fiber weighs, you want to have the epoxy weigh the same amount. So if you got an ounce of cloth, you want an ounce of epoxy on it. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. Your airplane solid wing Nova Rossi engine. $14 ounces. Is that with the engine? Well, I think I can get it to 14 ounces. I think. Never built one of these. Got no clue. But we're going to give it a hell of a go. Now the hard part. Okay, it looks like it's on there, right? Oh, wrong way. Don't do that. It almost was a disaster. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. Can I get any more shit on the table? Come on. But at least I got a little more time with the epoxy than I did with the fiberglass resin. See, I'm getting pretty good at it. Come on. Okay. What I'm doing there is I'm pushing the resin up and over the top of the mold, so it goes outside the mold. I don't know that you can see it on camera, but you can actually watch it roll out of the wing and over the top of the mold into the breather when it's changing color there. You see it? Yeah, I'm going to be a wizard at this time this is done. What are you guys going to do when I start making the molds for a full-size stunner? It'll take a while. Well, that's it. Got it all out of there. I bet it's going to be a bear to get out of there because it's sucked down really good. Trying to get as much resin out as I can. I want it as light as possible. Good. It's going. That's it. Okay, let me take care of this bit of business with this gentleman's support badge. If you guys haven't supported the forum, please do so. I mean, every year I have to come out of pocket to make the damn thing run. We got it covered, but the credit card bills get me. Okay. N711. Yeah, you're on there, Lyle. I found you. Yeah, if I change your badge, I got the donation. Yeah, this is they have a pretty good turnout for Perky here at Booter. I wonder if I can change over to the quieter pump. Pull it down good. No. Yeah, maybe so. Let me turn this rattling thing off. That other one doesn't move as much air. This one doesn't move as much air as the air conditioning evacuator. Freon evacuator pump. But it's way too loud. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to plug that thing in and listen to it for a little bit longer because I don't want any screw ups. Getting more resin out of it though. Yep, I got more resin out, so that's good. The nice thing about this resin is I can cure it in the oven and it becomes super hard, up to 250 degrees. That other resin I use is fiberglass resin, and not as high tech as this stuff. And when I get this done, I will put it in my heat box. That's probably a pretty good idea to release that, because I'm moving out a bunch of resin. I have to make a manifold, I think, to get more vacuum on this stuff. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's see what this says. All right, well, I got 35 minutes on this video, and that's about all I can do here. I'm going to have to leave the room. I can't listen to this run for an hour. But it'll take at least an hour for this to set up. It's pretty runny still. All right, make sure you like, you subscribe, share, ring the bell for notifications. That 36% is all that has the bell notified. That way you get notified when I come on. And remember, May 5th is the big K&S sale. You get 50% off on May 5th by using that code STUNT10. That's 40 plus the 10%. And of course, Wix Aircraft has the 10% off using the code STUNT10. Doesn't matter what it is, go ahead and order it from Wix. Superfill, dope, fiberglass, resin, they got all kind of stuff. This channel is not an infomercial channel, but you know it is good to help our guys that help us. No, when I put it in the heat box, it'll be dry. It ain't going nowhere. All that resin, this is breather cloth, and all that resin has been sucked out. They're talking about paper towels. All the resin is sucked out into the breather cloth and then pushed up and over the ridge. You know, I only started here, but look at all this resin out here now. All that extra is outside the wing. But I will take it into consideration to use less resin next time. I just use 100 grams because it's easy. It's easy to measure because it's 100 to 24 grams of hardener. 24 per 100. And I had some left over in the bottom, so maybe we'll only use 75. I'll have to do the math and figure out what it is. 75 grams of resin and then add the hardener. Resin Services is where you get this stuff. They're out of Michigan. I got your message, Brent, on the forum about looking at the Almoff guys. Yeah, they're doing something different than I'm doing. But I did look at the pictures. I'm thinking about seeing if I can do what they call it, infusion molding, where the resin goes over here and I pull the resin through the cloth this way. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I want to get one good wing that's light enough to use. This should be as light as my fuel tanks because it's the same amount of material. 100 grams of resin and let's see here. It's only that much more. It's only about that much more material, so should be as light as this. This is an ounce. I'll be happy if it comes out an ounce with the same strength. Now I did make a tank out of HTR 250, but it's no good because the chemicals attack the the nitro attacks the 250. However, I got a tank here that I made out of fiberglass that I let fuel sit in for a week, and it got soft, made out of HDR 250. But it didn't leak. I think it'd work because you don't leave the fuel in it for a week. And I'll end up trying it. But I know the EPON 862 with the Teta hardener is fuel proof. You guys want fuel tanks before Brodax, you better get your order in so I can deliver them there. Tell me what size. So that's it. I'll see you after a bit. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.